You know, the fall in East Tennessee is one of the busiest times of the year for hunters, hikers, and anglers. And this morning we want to welcome Matt Cameron from the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Tell us about a way you can have some input in future hunting regulations and zones. How you doing, Matthew?
Wonderful.
Got October the 26th. That's a date we want everybody to know about because you can head down to Morristown having a big meeting. Tell us about it.
Correct. Our regional office is in Morristown.
Right.
And next Thursday, October 26th, 6 p.m., we'll be having a public meeting for folks to share their input on particularly deer and turkey hunting because we're making some changes to the hunting zones and management units upcoming in 2025.
And it's important that if you're a hunter, you need to keep up with where those zones are. Absolutely. Correct. And this gives you an opportunity too to go in, and if you got your 2 cents worth that you want to put in, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. It
is. You know, Tennessee is a long, broad state, so there's no way to just have one management unit, hunting unit for the entire state. So because it's biologically different, geographically different, we have to have different hunting units and limits and so forth. So we want to hear what y'all have to say, and we're going to unveil our plans for what we're wanting to do, and hopefully we can all get on the same page.
And these meetings, they're vitally important to your all's mission, and in turn, vitally important to the hunters and what they do as well.
Absolutely, yeah. We want to maximize opportunities for our hunters, but also treat the resource responsibly as well. And
I think the deer herd and the turkey, we've talked about the turkey explosion over the past 2 decades, okay? Yes, I think the deer herd in Tennessee is doing extremely well, and I think it's through the efforts of hunters and the TWRA.
Sure, it's a great partnership. You know, we've seen the deer population get so big that pretty much Middle and West Tennessee is a CWD unit now because the population is so high that unfortunately there's a disease that has crept in that's kind of knocking numbers back. So we have a very good deer herd here. We want to manage it properly.
Absolutely. We want to take care of that beautiful resource. Absolutely. And speaking of deer, we've had a deer of some kind, and we don't have permission to show the video, but we do want to show there is an albino deer of some kind. It possibly is a fallow deer that's been roaming around the Jonesboro area, and we've seen video of it on social media and everything. But there are some regulations in addition to for whitetail deer, a true albino, you're not allowed to harvest those.
Correct. This deer that is moving around the Jonesboro area is not a white-tailed deer. It's I can't say it's true albino. I haven't seen the eyes on it, but it is solid white, and it is probably a fallow deer, which is a European species.
Right. Different type of antler.
Yes, it's kind of elk-looking type of antler.
We're looking at a whitetail right now.
That's a piebald.
Yes, but
no, that is
that is an albino.
That's not a white-tailed deer there.
It's not.
That's probably a fallow deer. So that's probably very similar to the one that's running around Jonesboro.
But this fallow deer is probably off of someone's farm or belongs to someone and has just escaped for basic. To say it any easier, it's gotten out and got it.
Just like someone's livestock. Someone obviously has a permit through the Department of Agriculture to possess this thing. If it were coming through us, it would be a hunting preserve permit, and we don't have a hunting preserve in this area. So it must be someone with just a possession permit for like one of these drive-through zoos or somebody that's just interested in these types of
definitely
animals.
Something you want to keep an eye out. We don't want to see this hit by a car or something on the roadways. If you see it, just admire it and go on.
If it's yours,
please come get it. But if it's not, and just remember though, if you are hunting and you happen upon an albino whitetail, not allowed to harvest that. We want to make sure that everybody knows that.
True albino whitetail deer is protected in Tennessee. Lack of pigment and pink eyes. So that's the definition of an albino.
All right, better be safe and sorry on that.
Yes, sir.
All right, Matthew, appreciate you, buddy.
My pleasure.
We want to make sure everybody gets down there the 26th. Make sure if you want to get your input there on the hunting zones and regulations there, they're having that big meeting down there in Morristown, and you can find out more by going to tnwildlife.org about all of the things we've talked about today.